And now, please welcome with me Saud BaKulka from Abdurrahman al-Dakhil Secondary School and his topic, Communication Skills Taught Me English.
Peace be upon you all. I wanted to grab your attention and thank you for coming. My name is Saud Abdulaziz BaKulka. I'm from Abdurrahman al-Dakhil Secondary School. This is my last year at high school. I'm going to talk to you about amazing things. I want you to, oh, here it is. Okay. There's a dhamma there, I don't know what's there. Okay, I'm going to talk to you about communication skills taught me English. How communication skills taught me English? I'm going to start off by saying that I was good at English when I was in middle school and elementary school. I was at least better than my fellow students. But when I traveled outside, I realized that I'm not actually that good, especially in speaking. Okay? I realized that a lot of words I didn't understand, and I have to improve my English because my English was slowly improving. So what I came up with is this idea that English language is like a pet, just like a pet. If you want it to do whatever you want it to do, you have to take it wherever you want to go. You have to put it into practice. And you have to do whatever you want to love, whatever you want to do, whatever you love to do with your English practice, with your English language, and practice it while you're doing it. I love learning languages, and I love learning English. But how can I practice English while I'm learning English? I couldn't, so I learned other languages than English. I know it's messed up, but bear with me for a second. I'm going to explain this. I learned other languages than English to learn English. This is a diagram that explains how was I good at Arabic, English, Japanese, and German. Okay? Before I learned other languages than English, I was good at Arabic, of course. You see how was I good at English. But then, when I learned other languages, which is Japanese and German, my English has dramatically increased. Now, I don't mix between them, and it was so easy to learn Japanese and German. And my English language increased because when I learn Japanese and translate words from Japanese, I translate them to English. And if I didn't know an English word, I translate them to Arabic. So I learn English along the way. And when I watch videos on YouTube, I watch them in English that explains Japanese and German. So this is what I did. And I started meeting people from all over the world. And I started reading about communication, and I realized this. 65% of our communication is non-verbal. Do you know what non-verbal means? It means that it doesn't use words. Only 35% of our communication are the words that we speak. Okay, let me demonstrate an example for you. It's a little bit funny, but you can get the meaning after I demonstrate the example for you. I'm going to say, hey you, come here now, in 3 different voices. In three different ways, okay? The first way is like this. Hey you, come here now. The second way is like this. Hey you, come here now. The third way is like this. Hey you, come here now. You see the difference? I know some of you are laughing, but some of you are folding their arms like this. In body language, this means that you are uncomfortable. In body language, if you look at the left, it means that you are remembering something. If you look at the right, it means that you are imagining something. Those body movements, hand movement, facial expressions, they're all called body language, which is 65% of our communication, which is non-verbal. So what I got is verbal skills and non-verbal communication skills. And what poured out of me are stories. I started writing a lot of stories, and I cannot tell you how good I feel when I write dialogues. When you have dialogues between 2 people, and you have to take your brain out and stick it to another man's head to think like him and prove his points and bring evidences to prove his point. And then take your brain again and put it to another guy's head and prove his counterpoints. And you have to do this back and forth to create a dialogue with your own self. It is difficult because, this is the reason, when you talk, you have your own way. And everyone can talk in their own way. But when you create a dialogue between 2 other persons than you have to talk like them. Let's say that I want a character to emphasize something positive about anything. Okay, an American character can say, wow, this is awesome. And a British character can say, this is splendid. An Indian guy might say, oh, this is perfect. And a French guy might say, this is perfect. An Italian guy might say, oh, this is extraordinary. An Egyptian guy, I'm sorry, but he might say, put the pen, get out, and close the door. Okay? There's a lot of differences, so I have to change the way I think in dialogues. But then I had a problem. I stacked a lot of stories above my desk. I didn't know what to do with them. At that time, there were a lot of YouTube shows that started coming up on YouTube, and I really loved them. I wanted to do something like this, but I wanted to make them, my stories, I wanted to make a movie out of them, and a film or short movie or something like that. I asked a lot of people, but they refused. Who would want to take stories from a middle schooler? So I learned myself. I learned how to make movies, I learned how to make films, short movies, and I created a channel called Khashab Production with my friends. I know the name is not that good, Khashab. What does Khashab mean? But we created a lot of movies and we participated in a competition, and all I did about learning movies and learning how to write, learning verbal and non-verbal communication, I did learn it in English. So all of this taught me English in my own way. It wasn't hard, and it wasn't really boring. It was a lot of fun. I didn't go to an institution, I didn't have a teacher or anything. I did it my own way. So now I can stand in front of you and say, مرحبا, اسمي سعود باكولكا, عمري 18 عاما وسررت بمعرفتكم. Hallo, ich heiße Saud BaKulka, ich bin 18 Jahre alt und freut mich. Konnichiwa, watashi wa Saud desu. Watashi wa 18歳です。よろしくお願いします。Hello, my name is Saud BaKulka. I'm 18 years old and it's nice to meet you. And I'm gonna tell you this, learning anything, not only English, doesn't have to be hard and boring. It can be easy and fun if you did it your own way. And thank you very much for listening. I thank everyone who participated in this amazing community. And thank you all for coming. Thanks.